You ever landed in a place and instantly feel like reality just hit the fast forward button? That's Thailand. One minute you're dodging tuk-tuks, the next you're eating something unidentifiable but delicious off a street cart. And somehow you're totally fine with that. Because here, normal rules just pause. Bangkok. Chaos, gold, and godliness. All right, first stop, Bangkok. If you thought your hometown traffic was bad, try crossing a Bangkok street during rush hour. It's like Frogger, but with more exhaust fumes and less mercy. But underneath that chaos, magic. You step into the Grand Palace, and suddenly it's gold on more gold. Like a giant temple decided to cosplay as the sun. Wat Phra Kaeo's got this little emerald Buddha who's treated like royalty, and rightfully so. He's been Thailand's spiritual MVP for centuries. A few blocks away is Wat Pho, home to a reclining Buddha that's 46 meters long. He looks like he just finished a massive meal and is vibing hard. And just when you think you've seen it all, hop across the river to Wat Arun. They call it the Temple of Dawn, but trust me, it's photogenic 24/7. With spires covered in broken porcelain, it's like a mosaic fever dream. But the kind that makes your Instagram explode. Bangkok may be a sensory circus, but man, it delivers the spectacle. Chiang Mai. Mountains, temples, and that sticky waterfall. When the Bangkok buzz finally fries your brain, you head north to Chiang Mai, and the whole vibe just exhales. Suddenly, tuk-tuks turn into song theos. The air gets cooler, and monks casually stroll past you in orange robes like it's the most normal thing ever. The crown jewel? Doi Suthep. This golden temple sits on a mountain like it's watching over the city, and the view up there? It's the kind of panorama that makes you question why you ever liked rooftops. But Chiang Mai isn't just temples and selfies. You get nature too, like Bua Tong, aka the sticky waterfall. It sounds made up, but this thing defies physics. You literally walk up the waterfall, barefoot, with grip, like Spider-Man with a spa day. Locals say it's the minerals. I say it's sorcery. Add in the old city's medieval-style moat, lantern festivals that turn the sky into a Disney movie, and street food that ruins pad thai for you back home. And yeah, Chiang Mai knows how to chill. You end up sipping mango smoothies in hidden cafes while geckos chirp overhead. It's peaceful but not boring. It's spiritual without trying. Chiang Mai is the cool cousin who doesn't say much. But when they do, you listen. Chiang Rai. White temples and blue vibes. If Chiang Mai is calm and collected, Chiang Rai is its artsy sibling who discovered architecture and said, "What if temples, but make it surreal?" The moment you pull up to the White Temple, Wat Rong Kun, you'll double take so hard your neck might pop. It's bright white, spiky, and glittery, like someone mashed up Buddhist symbolism with a Snow Queen's castle and then added skulls? Yeah, it's that kind of vibe. The bridge to the main hall has hands reaching up from below, like a haunted art exhibit that somehow leads to enlightenment. And then there's the Blue Temple. Equally stunning, but in a cooler, dreamier shade of jaw-drop. Its deep sapphire walls and gold trim with murals that look like they were painted by deities on an acid trip. Even the giant Buddha inside looks like he's having a moment of calm clarity in the middle of all the shimmer. Chiang Rai's art scene bleeds into everything. The cafes are cozy, the air feels gentler, and you can actually hear birds instead of motorbikes. It's quiet, but not sleepy. It's beautiful, but not polished. It's one of those places where you blink, realize you've been staring at a temple wall for 10 minutes, and feel oddly okay about it. The Mae Hong Sun Loop, Thailand's best-kept secret. The Mae Hong Sun Loop isn't a destination. It's a dare. You rent a motorbike, slap on a helmet that probably isn't regulation approved, and set off into the mountains. What follows is a 400-mile roller coaster of hairpin turns, misty forests, sleepy villages, and the occasional cow in the road. Your first big stop is Pai, and let me just say, This place is like if a backpacker's daydream and a Bob Marley song had a love child. There are street markets, hot springs, and people selling banana pancakes with the spiritual seriousness of Michelin chefs. And Phi Canyon? It's basically nature's balance beam. Narrow ridges, steep drops, and a sunset that makes everyone suddenly introspective and barefoot. As you loop through tiny towns like Sopong and Mae Aw, it starts to feel like Thailand just got quieter and wiser. Locals wave at you. Kids giggle from doorways. You pass elephant sanctuaries where you don't ride the elephants because of ethics, and the mountain air smells like pine and potential. The Mae Hong Sun Loop isn't famous, and that's the point. It's the slow burn section of your Thailand playlist. The track no one skips because once you're in it, you're somewhere between zen and adrenaline. And weirdly, you never want it to end. The Southern Islands, from postcards to paradise. Once the mountains have cleared your soul, it's time for something with a little more sunscreen. Welcome to Thailand's Southern Islands, where every beach looks like it was photoshopped by the gods, and every coconut comes with a straw and a side of bliss. First up, the Phi Phi Islands. Yes, those islands, the ones from the beach. You arrive and immediately understand why Leo risked it all. The cliffs shoot up from the sea like fantasy movie backdrops. The water's so clear it makes bottled water feel insecure. Then there's Koh Lanta, the chill older sibling with fewer crowds and more hammock real estate. It's where you go when you want beach bonfires, not beach raves. Speaking of which, Koh Phangan brings the party, especially under that infamous full moon. It's glow paint, EDM, and flip-flops flying off in every direction. Not your vibe? No problem. Slide over to Koh Tao, where the world below sea level is even more impressive than above. Coral reefs, sea turtles, the occasional curious shark. Diving here is like swimming through an aquarium that forgot to install glass walls. Whether you're dancing until sunrise or floating until your fingers prune, the islands do one thing right. They let you unplug and just be. Preferably in swimwear. Krabi and Phang Nga Bay, limestone heaven. If the islands were soft and breezy, Krabi is where Thailand goes dramatically. Like, cue the orchestral music and drone shots kind of dramatic. You pull up to Railay Beach, and before you can even unpack your sunscreen, these towering limestone cliffs just erupt out of the sea. They're so vertical, it's like the earth got bored and tried to build its own skyscrapers. And you're just standing there, mouth open, feeling like you accidentally walked into a fantasy film. But the real showstopper? Phang Nga Bay. You hop into a longtail boat, basically a glorified canoe with an engine that sounds like a lawnmower on Red Bull. And suddenly you're gliding between islands shaped like dinosaur spines and alien towers. Then comes the spot. James Bond Island. Yeah, the one from The Man with the Golden Gun. You roll up, and even if you've never seen the movie, you instantly get the hype. That pointy rock sticking up like a villain's hideout? Pure icon status. And when you're done being a spy, you crawl into sea caves at low tide, where sunlight turns the water into neon soup and monkeys casually judge you from above. Krabi doesn't just serve views, it throws you into them. And every second feels like nature flexing on you just because it can. Khao Sok National Park, Jurassic Jungle vibes. Khao Sok doesn't whisper nature. It shouts it through a megaphone made of jungle vines and ancient limestone cliffs. The second you enter, the humidity slaps you like a warm towel, and the soundtrack shifts from EDM beach parties to chirping cicadas and rustling trees. This place feels prehistoric, like you're 5 minutes away from spotting a dinosaur sipping from a lake. At the heart of it all is Chiao Lan Lake, and no exaggeration, it looks fake. Like someone CGI'd a jade-colored lake into a canyon of towering cliffs just to win a National Geographic award. You ride a long-tail boat through the mist, and suddenly you're floating between vertical karst islands while clouds dip low like they're trying to hide the secrets of the forest. And the accommodation? Forget boring resorts. Here you're sleeping in floating bungalows or luxury tents tucked into the forest. It's glamping, but with potential elephant sightings and no Wi-Fi. You kayak at sunrise, listen to gibbon calls, and shower under rain that feels like it was scheduled by a sound designer. Khao Sok is where Thailand puts the jungle on full volume. You don't just hike it, you get swallowed by it. And by the time you leave, your boots are muddy, your hair's a mess, and your soul's absolutely grinning. Ayutthaya and Sukhothai, lost cities of stone and spirit. Now let's rewind, way back. Before tuk-tuks, before neon signs, before Pad Thai became a global ambassador. Enter Ayutthaya and Sukhothai, Thailand's ancient heavy hitters. These aren't your typical ruins with a plaque and a fence. No, these are cities frozen in time, with crumbling temples that still radiate wisdom, like wise old monks carved from stone. Ayutthaya used to be the Siamese capital, and you can feel it. Giant Buddha statues sit cross-legged among the bricks, half swallowed by banyan trees that look like they've been plotting world domination for centuries. One of the most famous sights? A Buddha head literally cradled in tree roots. It's haunting in the coolest way, like nature and faith shook hands and said, "Let's collaborate." Then there's Sukhothai, the OG capital before Ayutthaya took the crown. It's more spread out, less crowded, and ridiculously photogenic at sunrise. Think lotus ponds reflecting chetties and headless statues that still somehow look peaceful. You rent a bike, ride past broken stupas, and half expect to see monks from the 13th century casually walking by, offering blessings and ancient TikTok tips. These cities aren't just history, they're living echoes. Walking through them isn't a tour, it's a time slip. And every brick tells a story if you're slow enough to listen. Hidden giants, Wat Muang, and quirky landmarks. Just when you think Thailand's used up all its wow factor, boom, there's Wat Muang. This thing isn't just big, it's ridiculous. We're talking about a Buddha statue so massive, you could see it from an airplane window and still go, yep, that's definitely a dude sitting cross-legged. At 92 meters tall, it's the tallest in Thailand, and it doesn't just dominate the skyline, it is the skyline. The statue's golden paint practically reflects your soul back at you. But Wat Muang isn't just about scale. The temple grounds are wild, like slightly unhinged in the best way. There are scenes from Buddhist hell complete with demon statues and tortured souls, which, honestly, feels like a warning and a tourist attraction all in one. It's part theme park, part theology class, and entirely unforgettable. And then there's Erawan Falls in Kanchanaburi. 7 tiers of turquoise bliss you hike through like nature's version of an obstacle course. Each level's got pools that feel custom-made for cannonballs. And the fish in them? Let's just say they're very into your feet. Weird at first, then kinda spa-like. Thailand's quirks don't just make you smile, they make you pause. These extras aren't just fillers, they're flavor. They're what makes the trip unforgettable, even long after you've left. After glowing temples, floating islands, and waterfalls you can literally climb. What sticks with you most about Thailand isn't just what you saw, it's what you felt. There's a rhythm in everything. The food carts, the forest trails, even the quiet shrines. One moment you're meditating with monks, the next you're ziplining through jungle or dancing barefoot on a beach. It shouldn't all work, but it does. Thailand doesn't try to be perfect. It's bold, chaotic, and full of life. The streets are loud, the flavors punch hard, and yeah, the humidity's relentless. But then you stumble onto a night market or catch a sunset that leaves you speechless. And suddenly, it all clicks. This isn't about ticking off tourist spots. It's about getting lost, finding wonder, and leaving with sandy feet and a full heart. Thailand isn't just a trip, it's a reset. A reminder that magic's still out there, waiting for anyone brave enough to chase it. If this video got you dreaming, hit like and tell me your favorite spot in the comments. I read them all. And if travel like this is your vibe, hit subscribe. More adventures are just getting started.